this hour with the NFL and racism. As the National Football League prepares for its biggest moment in the sun, the Super Bowl, accusations of racism are a cloud hanging over the league. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell offered few immediate solutions when he addressed a lawsuit filed by former Miami Dolphins coach Brian Flores. Flores' class action suit accuses the NFL and 3 of its teams of racial discrimination, citing his own treatment by those teams. Although there were 9 head coaching openings this offseason, only 1 went to a black coach, to Lovie Smith, now with the Houston Texans. Now, Mike Tomlin of the Pittsburgh Steelers is the only other black coach in the league. Mike McDaniel, the Miami Dolphins' new coach, is multiracial.
BNC's Walter Morris was at the press conference today where Roger Goodell got peppered with many questions about race and the league, and he joins us live now from SoFi Stadium. Walter?
Well, that's right, and Goodell calling those allegations disturbing. He says the league is committed to taking a long, hard look at exactly what is going on, but as far as tangible steps or changes, well, that is still up in the air. Wednesday afternoon, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell in the hot seat, addressing reporters at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood for his annual pre-Super Bowl press conference. He took questions for about 40 minutes, and the majority revolving around allegations of racism in the league. Last week, former Miami Dolphins head coach Brian Flores filed a federal lawsuit against the NFL, his former team, the New York Giants, and the Denver Broncos, alleging racial discrimination. And this afternoon, Goodell wouldn't go into specifics about the suit, but he did acknowledge the league can do better and even taking personal responsibility for the lack of diversity in league management.
Right. Last year, we were talking about this same subject, which is part of the frustration I think all of us have ultimately. And I think I'd start with the basis that racism or any form of discrimination is against our values and really something that we will not tolerate. So, let's take Coach Flores' litigation and put that to the side. Let's talk really, that will go through the legal process. It's really more important to talk about what Coach Flores was talking about and other coaches have talked about. We work really hard. We believe in diversity. We believe in it as a value. We believe it's made it stronger. People have come into the league who are diverse, have been very successful and made us better. And we just have to do a better job. We have to look, is there another thing that we can do to make sure we're attracting that best talent here and making our league inclusive? If I had the answer right now, I would give it to you. I would have implemented it. I think what we have to do is just continue and find and look and step back and say, we're not doing a good enough job here. We need to find better solutions and better outcomes. And so let's find more effective policies. Let's make sure everyone understands. Let's make sure that we're looking at diversity and actually incentivizing that for everybody in our building, including with compensation. Let's make sure that when we're dealing with vendors outside the building, we're hiring diverse vendors and bringing them in and giving them an opportunity to succeed just like we do with white vendors.
Back out here live, and Goodell would not say the hiring process is flawed, but he did commit to investigating, even bringing in outside experts, and he says all options are on the table. That's the latest from here. I'll send it back to you in studio.
Walter, follow-up question on what you're just reporting now. The lack of diversity in ownership is always a big part of this conversation. Did Roger Goodell address those concerns?
Well, he did, and he said that is an area that he is focused on and he would like to see improvement. For example, he says he's already spoken with a diverse pool of candidates looking to buy the Denver Broncos, but as far as what will happen with that, well, we'll just have to wait and see. Reporting live in Inglewood, California, I'm Walter Morris for BNC.